Hello, my name is Quiva and I am the Alumni Relations Manager here at RCSI. RCSI is a truly international university and this is definitely reflected in our alumni community. Currently, we have over 21,000 alumni at both undergraduate and postgraduate level, and they are scattered all over the world. In fact, at our most recent count, we have alumni living and practicing in 94 countries worldwide. We are incredibly proud of our alumni community and the global contribution that they make to healthcare. Our alumni are always on hand to support our current students. The type of support that you can expect includes mentoring, assistance in securing clinical electives, and funding for scholarships. Why are alumni so supportive? Well, they were once where you are now, and they have walked that path that you are about to walk, and they want to see you become as successful as they are. I imagine that right now you're feeling really excited, but also a little bit nervous about coming to Dublin. So who better to hear from than our alumni? We've asked some of them to share their stories and experiences with you.
Hello, I'm Dr. Katie Dunleavy, class of 2018, Graduate Entry Medicine Program.
Hi guys, my name is Brian Deegan. I'm a graduate of RCSI Medicine in 2015, and welcome.
Hello, new RCSI students. Congratulations on your offer to join a wonderful medical school in Ireland. My name is Taylor Cunningham, and I just recently graduated from RCSI.
My name is Sham, and I'm a 2019 graduate from the Undergraduate School of Medicine at RCSI.
Hello, Patrick is my name. I'm from Dublin in Ireland and I graduated at RCSI last year in 2019.
Hi, I'm Benjamin and I'm from Kota Kinabalu, Sabah, Malaysia.
My name is Jeremiah Martin and I'm originally from Galway on the west coast of Ireland and enjoyed my time at RCSI graduating in 2003.
I decided to study medicine because I love patient stories. As an opera singer in college, I performed stories of my characters on stage. And now as a doctor, I have the privilege of sharing my patient's voice and advocating for their needs every single day.
I've always wanted to study medicine and become a physician. I grew up in a smaller community and saw the inequities in access to healthcare and felt that I wanted to be a part of advocating for change within these types of communities.
25 years ago, I was at the crossroad of my life. I needed to decide on what I want to do as a career. In Malaysia, and more so for my home state Sabah, at that point in time, we do not have a lot of doctors. The doctor to population ratio in the country was around 1 to 2,000 then. So I was thinking, if I become a doctor, I will be able to contribute to my country and as well as to the society.
In Ireland, as some of you will know, it is direct entry after secondary school or high school. And I was always attracted to the biological sciences. I really enjoyed biology, and in particular cardiovascular physiology as I went through high school. So I was really attracted to the scientific element, but also the healing arts of medicine and the ability to make a difference in somebody's life was really something that I felt called to, and to this day is a really rewarding and important part of my day-to-day life.
I chose to study at RCSI, the country I was born in, because I wanted a rich foundation of medicine at a top European institution. I knew I needed strong physical examination skills, and I wanted to study in a public healthcare system.
I decided to study medicine in Ireland because I have Irish heritage myself. My grandfather is from Belfast, and so I thought studying here would help me connect with my roots. I wanted to study at RCSI specifically because I had heard about how well they prepared North American students for success in obtaining competitive residency positions, both in Canada and the US.
Well, when I first heard of the name, the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland sounded pretty impressive to me then. Besides, I have also gathered from my friends that RCSI was at that time and still is a popular destination for Malaysian medical students.
As I mentioned, I'm originally from Ireland, and I had a choice to study at any of the fine medical schools around the country, part of the National University of Ireland. I visited RCSI for the open day and got to meet faculty, students, and other potential candidates, and it was just an incredible environment. I was really drawn to the multicultural nature, the camaraderie, and there was just something that seemed very different and very special at RCSI at that very first open day, and I just knew after that visit that this was where I wanted to come to college.
The memories I made at RCSI would be nothing without the friendships I formed over those 4 years. My fondest memory includes the pediatric teddy bear hospital, where we fixed up many teddy bears and helped allay childhood fears of hospitals. As president of the Biologic Society, we also helped to shed light on important public health issues, including childhood disabilities in Ireland and primary care for the homeless population.
When I got into RCSI, and the entire, not just the class, but the year is significantly smaller. When you look at all the different degrees that they do, significantly smaller than other colleges. That's something that I was quite apprehensive about, but as I'm sure you'll find, it's something that actually makes it much, much better. You enjoy a much smaller student-to-teacher ratio, which means your education's better. But also, you become part of a very, very close-knit, small family of people who all just have the main thing in being in common is that they're in that small group of people that went to RCSI. It's kind of an exclusive club.
One of the things that I enjoyed most about my time at RCSI was being involved in clubs and different societies through the college. One that I was involved in throughout the whole time I was at RCSI was ICAMS, or the International Conference for Healthcare and Medical Students. This is an international healthcare research conference where students from around the world travel to Dublin to present their research, participate in hands-on workshops, listen to lectures and keynote speakers, and then of course we had a pretty fun social program as well that showed off the nightlife and the fun of Dublin.
I'd say what I enjoyed most about RCSI was the sense of community. It's a very small college, and because everyone is in a similar field, everyone is studying a healthcare course, everyone has a lot of similar experiences. And so you get to know almost everyone in the college, or a large proportion of the people in the college. And because you're sharing a lot of experiences with them, you really bond together. And something really nice about RCSI is if you walk through the library or through the main campus buildings, at any time, really, on any day, there'll always be someone you know who you can just sit down with, have a chat for a few minutes and catch up with, and you'll always have something to talk about, which I think is really, really nice and is not something that you get in a lot of other colleges.
What I enjoyed most about RCSI was the ability to interact and collaborate with students from all across the world, as well as students in our campuses in Bahrain and Penang.
The experience that I enjoyed the most during my time in RCSI was the fact that I managed to make friends from all over the world.
Unquestionably, it was the multicultural experience. RCSI is a rich experience and environment. Compared to other courses, classes, places I could have studied, I had an opportunity to meet and interact with friends and now lifetime friends from all over the world.
RCSI definitely prepared me for my future career and residency. From day one, I was confident I was able to diagnose a sick patient, to perform a physical exam and compose a management plan. My professors always taught me to think on my feet, a skill I'm grateful for every day.
RCSI did a fantastic job of preparing me for internship. But what you need in internship, and what RCSI does really well, is just basic procedural skills, basic being able to confidently work up a patient who you're reviewing for chest pain at 3 a.m. and you've just started work a month ago. And being able to just confidently manage to do that, I felt really stood out as something that RCSI prepared really, really well. They have a phenomenal clinical teaching program, as well as a really, really good peer-led tutorial program that I would encourage all of you to get intensively involved with.
RCSI prepared me for my future career in a number of ways, but one of the most memorable experiences was getting to participate in the simulation lab. Through there, I got to practice some emergency and acute medicine skills in real-life scenarios, and it really felt like you were right there with the patient, but it also was a really safe environment to get to practice those skills.
RCSI prepared me for my career really, really well. Throughout the whole course in RCSI, there's a real emphasis on clinical skills and on making everything clinically focused. And there's a real push in RCSI to get students involved in research. Both of these are very important. I think as a young doctor starting out my career, I could see how much easier it was for people who'd gone to RCSI, that they knew practical procedures, they had been on wards, they had been doing cannulas, they'd been taking bloods, they'd been talking to patients, they'd been talking to nurses. That's one of the hardest transitions to make when you're starting out as a doctor. And RCSI guide you the whole way, because the things you're doing as a doctor are the same things you were doing as a medical student. Then RCSI have so many opportunities for students to get involved in research, and they have grants and they have lots of PIs who are happy to take on undergraduate students. This really gives you an edge in applications and in interviews for the rest of your career. If you start out your research career early, then that will always stand to you no matter how many years later it is.
I feel that RCSI really prepared me for my career ahead through a wide range of research opportunities, as well as great support for international examinations.
RCSI has helped me to build a strong foundation in medicine, both in basic sciences and as well as the clinical aspect.
RCSI really set me up in many ways for my ultimate practice in the United States. Not only in traveling around for residencies and fellowships and interacting with people from all kinds of backgrounds, RCSI provided a fantastic fundamental exposure to the key tenets of medicine, and that, coupled with the mini United Nations, as we used to call it, really set me up to develop relationships and understanding with people from all walks of life.
Currently, I'm a PGY3 in my final year of internal medicine residency at the Mount Sinai Hospital in New York City. I'm applying for a fellowship in gastroenterology and hope to specialize in inflammatory bowel disease.
So currently I'm in Australia. I'm in rural Australia. I moved out here a couple of years ago through a connection in RCSI. At the moment I'm hoping to get onto the formal obstetrics and gynecology training program here, just after having a wonderful rotation with RCSI that really just inspired a fantastic interest in the area for me.
Currently, I am 1 week away from starting my residency back here in BC. I matched to my top choice program at the University of British Columbia in a rural family medicine residency at the site Rural Okanagan, which is only 45 minutes from where I grew up. So I'm really excited to finally be home.
I've done a year now as an intern in Beaumont Hospital in Dublin, which is RCSI's main teaching hospital, and I'm going to continue on as a trainee in internal medicine next year.
Following 5 fantastic years at RCSI, I took up an internship at St. Vincent's University Hospital. During this time, I rotated through multiple different specialities, as well as gained some experience in the COVID wards. After my internship, I'm going to be working as a graduate entry medicine clinical surgical tutor at RCSI, as well as doing a master's in surgery.
Well, inspired by the late Professor Boucher Hayes, I'm actually a vascular surgeon today. I'm currently based at Queen Elizabeth II Hospital in Kota Kinabalu, Sabah, Malaysia. And our unit is actually the only referral center for vascular surgery of the whole state, with a population of 3.3 million.
Well, I'm a thoracic surgeon, currently practicing in Southern Ohio at Southern Ohio Medical Center. I came to the United States with a passion for and interest in cardiac surgery, but was exposed to thoracic oncology along the way. I did my residency in New Haven, Connecticut, cardiothoracic fellowship at the University of Kentucky in Lexington, and an advanced thoracic year at Duke University. I returned to Lexington and practiced for 4 years at the University of Kentucky, building an academic practice. However, many of my patients were coming from the Southern Ohio region, and in a very long story, which I would be happy to share with you in further details, a series of incredible opportunities lined up to allow me to actually come out here and essentially practice in what I look at as an area of very high incidence of and mortality of lung cancer in an underprivileged and underserved community. And we are building a program that is truly making a difference in terms of early stage detection and saving lives. And it's been an incredibly rewarding experience.
To the incoming students, I know this road may seem daunting, but it is absolutely worth it. Every patient story matters, and every life you have improved by a kind word or an improved social situation is a good day. Remember that your words are powerful, and they matter. We are here as your RCSI family to back you up from the sidelines. Best of luck, you'll all be fantastic.
The amount of just different opportunities you have going to the college, between the different societies, the different sporting clubs, and the different career and research opportunities are more than you could ever manage in a short 1 degree course, but will absolutely fill your ears with amazing memories.
Is to just enjoy the ride. It goes by so quickly, and it can be really easy to kind of focus in on what the mundane task at hand is or what is most stressful at this time, and forget about the greater picture, and forget that you're pretty lucky that you get to live in Dublin if you're coming from abroad, and that you get to study in a wonderful country. My other piece of advice would be to trust yourself. You've made it this far in your journey for a reason, and sometimes it can be really easy to get overwhelmed by looking at how accomplished and incredible your fellow classmates and colleagues are going to be. But you deserve to be in the position that you are, and you will succeed as well. So just trust yourself and know that you're going to be just fine.
Don't hesitate to ask for help. Get to know your seniors really well. They can provide you with so much valuable information about how to do well at RCSI, as well as in your careers globally.
Make as many new friends as you can. Enjoy your time learning with them. Enjoy socializing too, of course. Secondly, learn as much as you can. Ask questions. Please do not feel shy or feel afraid to ask questions, because this is the best time for you to do that. I'm sure you will have a great time at RCSI, and I wish you all the very best.
First and foremost, study hard. No question, there's lots of tests and examinations ahead of you. But I would also say enjoy it. These are very special years of your life. You are going to make friends that you will have with you for life. For those of you that are coming to Ireland from other countries, there is no question that you will find the Irish people, my people, welcoming, and we just love making friends from all over the world. This again is a very special time. I encourage you to just absolutely immerse yourself in it, immerse yourself in meeting people, meeting your classmates, but also the wonderful culture of Ireland and Dublin City. And as an alumnus of RCSI, I am part of the Mentor Network. If there is anything that I can do to help you on your journey, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I wish you the very best of luck, and congratulations on beginning this next step in your career.
I hope that you really enjoyed hearing the stories from our alumni. Ireland is known as the land of 100,000 welcomes. So on behalf of our RCSI alumni, I would like to say, Céad Míle Fáilte, Táimid ag tnú go mór le sibh eáil I mí meánfór. We are really looking forward to seeing you in September.